Hello everyone. Today we are going to be discuss about the subject Advanced Corporate Accounting. In this subject, obviously it will be deals with fully practical subject. Once you can look after here, in the each section they are going to be raised are important questions for 4, 10 and 8 marks. Before moving for the subject discussion, shall we discuss about the pattern of a question paper? In the pattern of question paper, section A totally is going to be raised as 7 questions. Out of 7 questions, you need to answer 5 questions. ಒಟ್ಟು 7 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು 5 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ 5 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು 3 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Out of 5 questions, you need to be attending 3 questions for the section B. Each question carries 4 marks. You can observe here the pattern has been given by the university only, Bangalore North University. Then we have a section C. Under section C, he is going to be raise up total 5 questions. Out of 5 questions, you need to be answered with 3 questions. Each question carries 10 marks. Total 30 marks you are going to be get from this section. And the last section we have a skill-based or lab activity questions. Here you need to be they are going to be provide only the 2 options for you. You need to be choose any either one based on your skills or based on your preparation. Each question carries 8 marks. Totally, the question paper is going to be set for the 60 marks and the examination will be 2.5 hours for you. Come to the next one. We have a next one that is blueprint of a questions. In this blueprint of a questions, you can see section A. Questions can be asked from any models but must cover at least one compulsory question from each model. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಮಗೆ ಇರೋ ಅಂತದ್ದು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು 4 ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. 4 ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 4 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮ್ಯಾಂಡೇಟರಿ. ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 4 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಈಚ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ, model 1, 2, 3. Model 1, 2, 3 in the 2 questions ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. From the model 1, they may rise up another question for you. Next one, first question, any one question from model 1, 2, 3 and 2 questions from model 4. As like here, first model, second and third model ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Fourth model, they are going to be asked 2 questions for you. Same like for the 10 marks also, from the model 1 and 2 and 3, obviously there will be 3 questions they are going to be raised and 2 questions from the 4th chapter. Totally 5 questions they are going to be raised for you. And the section D obviously deals with the top 3 models. They're going to be raise a question from the first, second and third model as per the pro forma given by the resource persons in the Bangalore University under. Shall we discuss about the first unit? In the first unit, we have a liquidation of companies. Here in the liquidation of companies, we have a syllabus. Obviously, under this chapter, you are going to be learn the concept based upon the liquidation process. To learn this one, you have a one format. ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ obviously you can solve any kinds of a question under the liquidation. They have given the points to be pointer from model 1, section B ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, section C, section D they have given the questions for you. For the section B, modes of winding up theory question ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, or insolvency and bankruptcy code. It is a new content added to the ACA subject. New subject ನನಗೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು. The same thing you are going to be learn in the business regulation framework also. And calculation of liquidator remuneration. There may rise a 4 marks question for the calculation of liquidator remuneration. Liquidator remuneration ನಮಗೆ n number of methods ಅಲ್ಲಿ calculation ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. We have a certain formulas for that. ಆ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ 4 marks question ಒಂದು ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. The next one, we have a calculation of preferential creditors. We need to make a payment to the preferential creditors. For based on that, we have a calculation and simple liquidation statement of accounts. In these three, any one question may rise for the practical oriented, and it is a mandatory one, compulsory ಕೇಳೋ ಅಂತ question. Section C, preparation of liquidator final statements of account. They are going to be raised one question mandatory idde irutte. Section D, there is a chances of rising a question from calculation of preferential creditor, listing of recent liquidated companies, and a question on order of payment also. And we have a section 2, internal reconstruction. In the internal reconstruction also, they have given the blueprint for you. Section B, objectives he may rise for the question paper. Obviously, in the ACA, they are not going to be raise any theoretical questions. They will be concentrate on purely practical only. When it matters to a practical, they have given preparation of capital redemption account. 4 marks capital redemption account and ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Passing journal entries on capital redemption, minimum 3 to 4 entries. They are going to be raise a question to pass our entries. ಇದು 4 marks compulsory question, or else he may raise a theory questions based on the previous year question paper pattern. Section C, obviously is going to be raise a 101 question based on the journal entries and the preparation of a reconstructed balance sheet. Simple problem here, you can solve it by easily. And section D, we have simple problem based upon the passing of journal entry, or else you need to be pass a journal entry from a given capital redemption account and provisions of ICA 2013 regarding capital reduction. Capital redemption ಬಗ್ಗೆ ICA ಮೀನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಚಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Come to the next one. We have a easiest chapter. Each and everyone can easily learn this chapter. Valuation of shares. It is a third module. Here we are going to be learn the practicals in the based on 3 concepts. One is intrinsic value. It is also called it as a net asset method. Next one, yield method. And the last one, we have a fair value method and valuation of right shares. The valuation of right shares, they may going to be asked for the 4 marks. And even though n number of times they have raised the question of intrinsic value method for the examination point of view, with the combined of these 2 methods, they are going to be raised for the section C. Either they are going to be provide the question to solve under the consolidated information by using intrinsic and yield method. Even though they can raise a option of fair value method, if you're going to be learn individually, it will become very much easier to solve the section C problem. Then we have a next one, section C, valuation of shares under all the 3 methods, intrinsic, yield and fair value method ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. 3 methods individual ಆಗಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it will become much more easier for you. And in the section D, methods of valuation of shares, factors influencing the value of shares, circumstances necessitating the valuation of shares. You're going to be learn this concept in the valuation of shares. It will also covers you under methods, obviously net asset method, yield method, fair value method. What are the factors that are influencing for the valuation of shares? It is a theoretical question. Initially, you're going to be learn only around 8 to 10 points are there. You need to be brief that points in terms of marks. Then we have a next one, mergers and acquisition. It is a lengthiest chapter where you are going to be learn the concept based on merge and also based on acquisition. Here you are going to be learn all the information of amalgamation, nature of amalgamation, purchase accounting under pooling interest method, purchase method. You need to be calculate the information under the white for a while, lump sum method, net asset method, net payment method, share exchange ratio, discharge PC consideration, journals, ledgers, books of accounts, and a transferor company, journal entries in the books of transferee company. At last, you are going to be learn the information about balance sheet after merge as per the schedule 3 to the Companies Act 2013. Here, they may raise a question. 2 questions they are going to be raised for the section B and section C. Types of mergers, amalgamation, they are going to be raised for the theory, objectives, and calculation of PC under net payment or net asset method is obviously compulsory method for your examination purpose for 4 marks. And we have a next one, methods of accounting under purchase and pooling method. The methods of accounting is going to be considered under the purchase and pooling interest method. Based on that, you need to be learn the practicals. And section C, we have preparation of necessary ledger account in case of transferor company, and passing journal entries in case of transferor company, and the journal entries and preparation of balance sheet under the transferee company. The both things we need to be learned for the calculation purpose. The question may rise for the 10 marks from here in this part. These are all the overall syllabus for you, where you are going to be learn each and everything. It is a major thing you need to be learn for the ACA. In the next class onwards, I'm going to be start with the new concept valuation of shares, where we are going to be discussed based on the each individual methods. The first method we are going to be start learning with the net asset method. Okay, fine. Shall we meet in the next classes videos? Thank you for watching this video.